Hi guys, Teresa and Tyson here, and welcome to our Infinite Joy Financial YouTube channel. If you are new to our channel,
We're glad you're here.
welcome again, and we encourage you to go back and watch our previous videos, especially the three videos on the 16 characteristics of an efficient financial vehicle and the Prosperity Vault Unveiled. Because in the next series of 3-4 short video, we are excited to share with you the detail on how to implement the Prosperity Vault strategy within your family to build a long-lasting legacy.
So, prosperity architects Tang and Cam, who are hardworking, loving parents to Simeon and Jonah, are going to share with you their story. And in this case, they built a prosperity vault for Jonah, their youngest, 18 months old. And you're going to see how impactful it is to build a prosperity vault for your children, especially at a very young age.
Yes.
The results that you will see will floor you, and you're going to see just how powerful this vehicle is for parents to build a solid, strong financial foundation for their children.
Yes, and if you are parents out there, whether you have one child or 8 children or anywhere in between,
Or even more.
or you're a couple, thinking or ready to start a family, this video is for you.
So it's a must watch. Enjoy.
Hi, thank you for tuning in with us today. We're so excited that you're here. My name is Cam,
And my name is Thanh.
and we are one of the founding members of Infinite Joy Financial.
Right. And our purpose in today's video is to share with you part one of the Child Millionaire series. And our goal is to bring some educational values to all those watching, and especially those with precious children in their lives.
Yes, and we want to share with you the philosophy behind the Child Millionaire program because we know a lot about the 401k, the IRAs, the 529 accounts, and our local savings account at the bank, right? But not a lot of people know about the concept behind the Child Millionaire program, or at least it's not spoken about much in the financial world. But one thing we do know is that the wealthy and the elite use this strategy to propagate wealth and to keep wealth within their family.
Right. So just a little background about us. I am a full-time pharmacist,
And I am a nurse.
and we are parents to 2 toddler boys. And as parents, usually, what is the main goal that we want for our kids? To pave the way for them financially. So you're probably wondering, what is this Child Millionaire program and what is it based on? So think about it as a better place to store your money. It is designed on the framework of life insurance, but not just any life insurance. Be careful about that. It has to be especially designed, flexible, high early cash value, mutually owned whole life insurance. That's a mouthful, but let us show you. Okay.
Okay, we will get right into it. What I have up here is the Child Millionaire program calculator. And here, just for simplicity's sake, we're going to take Jonah as an example. And so, how does my money grow in the Child Millionaire program? Well, it starts by a commitment of saving money every month. So, in our case, we plan to save like $10 a day for 30 days. So, that's about a month. And that comes out to be $300 a month. And so, at the end of 20 years, we would have contributed about $72,000. And then we would have $74,000 here in cash value to access. But here, I want to really stress that it's not about how much you can put in. Okay. You can do $100, $50, whatever you can afford. But the point here is that we start early so that we can leverage the one thing that our children have on their side. You know what that is? It's time. Okay. So with just contributing small amounts every single day, the compounding effect is pretty awesome. By age 65, he'll have almost $700,000 in cash value to access. And by age 75, over $1 million. So that's pretty awesome for us.
Right, right. So let's move on to the second tab here. So this second tab details using the amount in this account for investment opportunities. So after 20 years of contributing, Jonah is a 20-year-old now, and there will be $74,000 in this account available. So Jonah, a young adult, comes to us. He wants to explore, venture out, and invest, and he needs money for that. So he comes to us and asks us for this money, and we're, let's just say we're supportive parents, and we give him $4,000 to invest. All right, and he can do whatever he wants with this money, invest it in anything, and he decides to invest it in cryptocurrency, and it seems to be the new thing now. And let's just be conservative and say crypto grows at a 5% growth rate each year. Okay, all right. So, and this tab details 50 years of investing that money and what it looks like. So after 50 years, Jonah invests $44,000 each year in crypto, and it grows 5% each year. So after 50 years, this portfolio here has a total balance of $925,000. And remember, this money here is in addition to what his savings account is already compounding to when he gets to that age, which is, going back to the first tab, going to be around this much here.
Wow. And so we're big believers of practicing what we preach. Okay. And so we want to be transparent with you. So we have gotten a policy on Jonah, and we're actually going to show you the policy that we purchased, the illustration and the numbers. So we're going to go to this tab here, and let's start.
All right. So looking at this policy, there's a lot of numbers here. However, I just want you to focus on a few items. First off, the contract premium. This is the amount that we're committing to each year, and we're committing to until he's 65. Why so long? Why so much? Why so long? I mean, so much. Just everyone is different. Every family is different. Just contribute according to your budget, of course. Why so long? If you think about it, if you're using this as a storage savings account, would you not want to add money into it every year? Would you not want your savings account to grow every year? Okay. Next tab you want to focus on is the cumulative premium. This is the total amount we have paid up to that year. Okay. And then the net cash value. Think about this as the total amount in your savings account. And finally, the increased in net cash value. This is how much gets added to our cash value or savings account in that year. So just for example, in year one, just right there, we put $10,000 in. Here, the cumulative premium shows $10,000. And then almost $7,500 gets added to our cash value available for us to access if we needed to. Now, with the traditional whole life insurance policy, you won't have any cash value or very little for the first 2 years. But with this special design policy, we have a high amount available already. All right, let's move on to age 5 here, year 4. I want to show you this age because this is when the policy becomes efficient, meaning that we put in $10,000 and we get more than $10,000 added to our cash value. Here, $10,372 to be exact. So starting from this point on, for every dollar we put in, we get more than that added to our account.
Yes. And so let's move on to the next milestone in life, right? So by age 18, Jonah is now college bound. Maybe he needs a car or he's interested in a startup business. So we have put in a total of $170,000. And then when you look over at the cash value column, he has almost $215,000 to tap into and use. That's $45,000 more than we have put in at this point. So unlike a 529 plan where you can only use it for academics, what's great about this is that we can use it for anything, not just for Jonah's college tuition. For example, if we encounter hardships like one of us got laid off or disabled, or even if an opportunity came up, we can use this cash value for any of that. And I also want to stress that even though Jonah's 18 now, he's an adult, we, the parents, are still owners of this policy, and we can choose to transfer the policy to his name when we are ready. Okay, so let's move to age 34. So at age 34, Jonah might want to settle down and think about purchasing his first home, right? So at this point, we have about $330,000 put in already, and he has $660,000 in cash value. This amount is more than enough to make a down payment on his first home, but I mean, even possibly to buy that home outright. So also here, I want to point out is that the cash value has doubled compared to what we have put in thus far.
Wow, that's amazing. That's pretty much 100% interest that we just gained on that for that year, or from that money for that year. So moving on, I want to show age 42 right here. So I want to point out this year we have put in $410,000, and at this year Jonah would make his first million. This is showing how the Child Millionaire program works. If we had just saved this money the same way, but in a savings account at the local bank, we would definitely be nowhere near $1 million.
Yeah, because the local bank is just giving us like what
0.5%,
yeah,
less than 1%.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's move on to age 65. So this is the last year we're paying premiums. Yay. Typically, this is the age people tend to retire, right? So at this point, we would put in a total of $640,000 and no more. And Jonah would have over $3.2 million available to use for retirement if he chooses.
That's a lot of money. All right, and I also want to mention the next year. You're 65 here. So again, no more premiums going in, but his cash value still increased by $144,000. That's more than my salary per year, and he gets that for doing nothing. Mm-hmm. This is when they say it pays to live longer. He will get more and more money added to his account each year that he lives. That's just insane. Mm-hmm. All right. So friends, I just want to say by storing your money this way instead of at the local bank, you would affect 3 generations. How so? What do I mean by that? Well, first generations, that's us. We're starting this account for Jonah, and we can access this money when and how we want. Second generation, Jonah, eventually this account and the cash value in it will be passed on to Jonah, achieving our goal as parents, right? And then finally, the third generation, an important benefit we haven't even mentioned yet. When Jonah passes, let's just say at age 85, when he passes, because this is life insurance, the death benefit is passed down to his children, our grandchildren, tax-free.
So that means our grandchildren will get that amount highlighted there.
That's right. And again, we just put in, a combination of us and Jonah throughout the years, put in just $640,000.
Yep.
All right.
So let's go back, and I just want to say that when Jonah passes, there we go. When Jonah passes, our grandchildren will be multimillionaires. And so, I mean, wow, it's just what other savings vehicle out there that can affect 3 generations?
Nothing.
Truly nothing.
Right.
There is not a vehicle out there that can guarantee that our children will be set up for success,
right,
and our grandchildren too, long after we are gone.
Right. And of course, for this video, we just want to focus on the cash value accumulation. So stay tuned for other videos that will show you how to access, how to use it, how to access, and how to use that money properly.
Yes. And thank you for tuning in and watching our series. We so appreciate you. Please subscribe and click the like button, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.